It's been a while since I've made a vlog, so I thought I might just update on my life a bit. So we're past the point of CARMS. I have successfully matched to psychiatry in a program that I'm really happy with. I'm still in Western Canada and pretty close to home, but out of my home city. And I'm really happy with it. It wasn't my top choice. It was my second top choice, but kind of the more that I think about it, the top choice place that I had ranked was out east. It would have been really far away from everything, and you know, my first time moving out of my house would have been really far, and I wouldn't be able to see my family very often. And although it sounded like a great program, the place that I did match to is, like, rightfully so, definitely the second choice out of everything that I saw out of all the universities. So anyways, I am really happy with where I've matched. I mean, it's hard to really focus on anything at this point because all you want to do is start residency now, and you know, they talk about all that great, like, resident collegiality and all the great perks of being a resident and finally having a job and having a salary and having a little bit more time than you do as a medical student. I'm just looking forward to all that so much. So it's actually very hard to get through the last couple of rotations. Right now I'm on my very last rotation, which is subspecialty surgery. It's broken up into 2 weeks out of the 6-week block. So for the first 2 weeks I was on neurosurgery, which was intense, as you might expect. Like, the hours were just really long. We would start rounding at 6 o'clock and never be out of there before 5 p.m. And then, I mean, I did learn a lot and it was cool, and I touched a brain, so I got to do some cool stuff on neurosurge for sure. These 2 weeks I'm on ear, nose, and throat, otolaryngology, and then the last 2 weeks I'm on cardiac surgery. At the same time, I'm trying to study for all of the big final exams that we have coming up, and we don't get very much time to study after the rotation is done. So some people are lucky, you know, they've ended on things like elective or things that are not as much of a time-intensive rotation as surgery. So for me, it's just been such a struggle to try to get myself home at a reasonable hour and motivate myself to study when I'm, you know, exhausted. Because yeah, you really don't have the luxury of studying when you're, you know, well slept and don't have a billion other things to do. It's just trying to have a life and do dishes and do laundry and take care of yourself, but at the same time working 50 to 60 hours a week and then coming home and somehow still managing to study half hour or an hour or whatever. Today I am super happy because it's 11:50 a.m. and I'm actually going home. So the surgeon I was assigned to today did 3 very quick biopsy type of procedures, and we're done and we're out of there, so that's awesome. I'm gonna have the whole day. I'm gonna definitely make some time for the gym and just catch up on errands, like I have to get my car appointment and that kind of thing. But yeah, at least I'll have a good chunk of time to study as opposed to all the other days. So that's my life right now. I'll check in later and see where this vlog goes. So I'm just outside the mosque. I'm going in for a volunteer meeting. We're helping out Syrian refugees learn English. So I'm very excited about that. So definitely had a very cool experience. Basically we're gonna be helping the newcomers, Syrian refugees, pretty much learn, like, the real basics, like how to write an application, how to write their names or addresses, how to figure out their addresses, all those really basic things that we obviously take for granted. I just kind of realized that this is the first time I am even volunteering, like, since med school. That's what it feels like, at least. And I'm pretty sure I haven't done anything that's like community involvement, community engagement,
that made me feel like I'm giving back to my local community. I really haven't done this since undergrad. The things I've been involved in med school have been really minimal, and they've been more med related. So like I really miss this. I kind of realized sitting in on that meeting and even hearing about it, I miss this so much. So I'm really excited about this. So we're going to be teaching a class, a 3-hour class once a week. And then hopefully after my LMCC, I'm actually going to sign up to go twice a week. Also, I should note that the reason I'm wearing so much makeup, including false eyelashes, look how amazing that looks. The reason I'm wearing so much makeup is because I had my grad photos today, so that was also really exciting. And yeah, I almost want to wear falsies every single day because I feel so feminine and beautiful, but I would never ever go through this again unless it was urgent.
Hey guys, I'm driving home on this beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. We're practicing for our physical exam, big test that we have, and I have to say it was quite useful, and I'm surprised almost because I often don't get a lot out of these. I almost feel like I get kind of nervous. This time was really good because just watching some of the other people go before me and knowing that they're struggling with the exact same things that I am, and there's really no reason to be shy about it. We're all here to learn, and we're all here to get better, and we've kind of elicited some of our weaknesses that you just can't tell on your own. And obviously the only way to learn this stuff is practicing. You think that you go through it in your head and it's enough, or you kind of, it's one of those situations where like when you read through something or when you read through the answers of something, you're like, oh yeah, I knew that, or I would have known that, but you don't. You honestly don't until you go and put yourself in that difficult situation and practice. Hopefully this is the last year I have to do this. That's all I'm telling myself to get through. So that's today, that's Sunday, and I guess the next few weeks are going to be pretty similar. So I'm studying ACLS for my course that's coming up. That's basically CPR, but it's advanced cardiorespiratory life support. I also haven't done one of these mind map kind of things in forever, it seems like. Pretty much the last time I remember doing one was in undergrad because, I don't know, like med school information is just so much, it's hard to even have time to condense it all like this, but I thought for ACLS that this would be a good time. And obviously going to use lots of colors, fill up the whole page, and it's good because this is a lot of like algorithms and flow sheets almost, so I think it really matters on what kind of information you're trying to synthesize. So this is the final product. Took me all day. But hi everyone, I think I said that I would have wrapped up this video a long time ago and I'm still recording, so I'm just kind of recording bits and pieces, like days where I think I'm doing something significant that you guys might be interested in knowing about. Today I'm on my way into the university to give a noon hour talk on matching to psychiatry. So it'll be me and the few others in my class that match to psych, and I don't know, it's just exciting because I remember being in, you know, those people's shoes who were listening to the fourth years and thinking that, when is this day ever gonna come, and is it ever gonna come, or will I go unmatched? And trust me, you probably won't go unmatched. This week for me is basically, well, last week, I don't know if I mentioned this, but last week on Friday we had our last day of classes, like ever, as a group of med students, so it was quite nostalgic. So yeah, it was weird because on Friday it was like the last time I'm gonna see all of these people together, aside from maybe when we do those exams, or pretty much graduation. And I don't even know if everyone's gonna come to grad. Like I'm pretty sure most people are coming to the ceremony, but a lot of people are not coming to the banquet in the evening, so that might have been the last time I see a lot of my classmates before we go get scattered across the country. So yeah, very nostalgic, But anyway, I can't get too caught up in like the grad nostalgia yet because I have to get through all of these exams first. So after I give this talk, I'm going to spend the day in the library and just study away, and I think I'm going to do that for most of my days off, just try to get to the library rather than try to study at home. So I'm still recording this video apparently, and I'm still studying. It's pretty much all I'm doing these days. And this is the mess that is my room, and that is my desk right now. Yeah, colorful nose, trying to keep engaged. Basically the way I'm using this Moleskine is I'm kind of going from reading these very long, gigantic textbook notes and synthesizing the information into here and color coding it, just because sometimes it's easier to put categories in a certain color, and then sometimes it just looks nice. Hi everyone, sorry I'm always vlogging in my car, but it's pretty much the only time I remember. So what I wanted to talk about was basically where I am at this stage in life, and I have finished my rotations. So all of my clinical rotations are done. I had my last day of surgery like last week on Thursday. On Friday we wrote our subspecialty surgery exam, and then and then on Saturday I had sorry about that. On Saturday, the very next day, I had a physical exam station exam, basically. So it's where they test your clinical skills on do a cardiopulmonary exam for a patient with suspected heart failure or something like that. And that was just a pain to study for when I was doing all these other rotations. They didn't give us any extra time at all to study for that, so that was really difficult, but I got through it. I passed, and now we basically have a week of review. So we're reviewing a bunch of things, pretty much all of med school, for our big licensing exams that are coming up. So one is called the LMCC, the Licensing Medical Council of Canada or something. And that's the one that you have to pass in order to become a physician in Canada. And then the other one is what's called a comprehensive, but it's the same idea. It just is going to be a multiple choice exam, testing us on every topic in medical school, and that's one that the school puts on. It's not a nationwide thing. Those are huge exams just to be thinking about, but at least after this week we have a few weeks off to study for all of those, and then we're done. Then it's gonna be pretty much a month or a month and a half of nothing at all before our grad. And of course people are taking that time to go it's a month and a half until we start residency. It's like 2 weeks before grad, but people are obviously going places both before and after graduation, which is on June 10th, and that's really exciting. Yeah, so things are really wrapping up, and it's kind of insane. It is really insane to think about the fact that I'm going to be a practicing physician. Cross my fingers if all these exams go well. The fact that this is all over, I'm not going to really have any new content or any lectures, and after this week I'm not going to have any lectures ever until residency, and this is it. So wish me luck on all these giant exams, and pretty much I'm going to be back to that studying mode, which I haven't been in years, I don't think, since probably the last comprehensive exam that we had at the end of second year before we started our clerkship years. I haven't had time off where I'm just sitting and studying since the end of second year. So because we're always just busy doing rotations and doing stuff, or every time we get a week or two off, it's pretty much been like going on vacation just to keep yourself sane and keep your mental health. So now it'll be a few more weeks of this, kind of buckling in for a few weeks of studying, and then we'll be really done. Right after grad I have Ramadan starting, so I obviously don't want to go anywhere. I kind of want to lay loose, or what's that word? What's the term I'm looking for? Anyways, I just want to relax and stay at home and be able to spend my time in the mosque, and not have to worry about school and exams or anything. I'll definitely check in with you guys before that, but I just wanted to give a big update and at least wrap up this video that I've been kind of in the process of making for the past several weeks. So it's finally all coming to an end.